these. Graphite cone block. Yes, apparently. Hey, Frosty. Is it Chinese New Year today? Chinese Easter today? Or is it Orthodox? Christian or Chinese? Orthodox? I don't think Chinese do a separate Easter. Different religion, maybe. Orthodox? Why is there different days for it? I actually don't know. Orthodox Easter. Oh, okay. This is a Google right now because I actually don't know why there is a separate one. Orthodox Easter. Why different dates? I genuinely don't know. Orthodox Easter dates generally because it's a movable feast calculated by using a combination of the older Julian calendar and the lunar cycle. The requirement is that it falls after Passover. Because these cycles don't align perfectly with the modern Gregorian calendar, the Orthodox Easter usually falls on one of the 4 weeks after. Interesting. Hey, Spotted, what's up? What time is it for you now, man? Because you joined when I streamed yesterday for like an hour. And it was 4 a.m. for you? What are you doing? I'm surprised you're fucking alive right now. Normal stream, 9 p.m. Alright, so this is an American friendly or an overseas friendly. Because I used to do most of my streams when I streamed a little bit later. I'm talking about back when I was at Windale at Grandma's house. I usually tried to stream up till 4 so I could get my regulars with Australia at like 10. Oh, that's Sunlit Valley, that's the wrong mod. I used to stream at like 10 or 9:30 for my regulars, and then I would keep streaming for my Americans up until 4 so they could get me in the morning. And I think the only people that were fucked were Europeans. Because like 4 a.m. here is like 9 a.m. there. Whereabouts are you from again, Supportive? I have this really toxic thing in my head. Oh, not toxic, I guess it's just me being a dickhead idiot. That whenever anyone isn't in Australian time zone, my brain just automatically assigns them to America, which is terrible. Because not everyone wants to be assigned to America right now. I'm sorry, Cardi, but I don't fuck with this song no more. Bye-bye, off the list. Leo Cosmic Playlist, Billions Club, Rap Jazz. Jazz Rap Playlist. Let's try that today. Even worse generalization, Texas. Hell yeah. All right, so we have a fission reactor in Minecraft now that is creating our plutonium. That one's super volatile, so I need to turn it off when I'm not online because it will blow up every single time I log in. So I turn it off. Right now, like we were doing yesterday, we're building a power reactor to power the antimatter chamber that we've made. The antimatter chamber takes the plutonium, turns it into antimatter, but it's draining all of our power, so I needed to create a big fuck-off reactor for it, and that's what we're going to continue on doing today. Then we increased the size before I left for the dinner last night. And I was wrong, it wasn't a 30th party, it was a 29th party. It was really good. It was nice to catch up. I was the only guy there with a bunch of the girls, so I was one of the girls last night. It's good fun. We got drinks at this Mexican pub, this Mexican place, and they have this like $70 drink that is like a cocktail mix, and it comes out in this big glass handbag, which was cool. And if you guys know anything about me, I'm a little bit of a klepto when I need to be. And safe to say that handbag made home with us. That was my birthday present to them. Reactor casing basic. No, we need the reinforced stuff. Let's make another 300. So yeah, no, we got that. There's pictures actually. I'll see if I can get them up. I'll open up the WhatsApp and download a photo. I can't show the WhatsApp because it uses people's phone numbers, so I'll need to download it first. There you go. Here's me stealing the handbag. Yoinkies! My handbag now. It was very fun. That's me drinking from handbag. The girls. How the fuck? I kind of just walked out with it. Is Tony having a whinge? Al? No, she's probably half ignoring me because I'm streaming. That's valid. Yeah, no, I had the coat, so I took the coat off and kind of just like held the coat and held the handbag. Let's finish this roof off and then don't really need to do the walls, but the thing that's going to take the most time will be this, filling this in. I hope it turns into a multi-block. If it doesn't, this is going to be terrible. What do we make of this? 16 by 16 by 10 high? I think the height doesn't need to be equal, but I think the inside does need to be like an X. The reason why we're making it 16 by 16 is because there was a thing saying that the largest reactor you can build is 32 by 32 by 48. If this doesn't work, we'll just make the largest reactor we possibly can. Is it getting worse? Eight-minute can stop? Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell. The can boom's so quick. How you, by the way, Frosty? What's up, bro? It's like building in creative now that I have like creative flight. Getting the armor was definitely so good. Practically, we only need this to supply enough energy until I get to a stage where I kind of want to make this out of glass. These sides out of glass. It's pretty bad that I just built this, but I do want to build it out of glass, so I'm going to do that. I just built these walls and now I'm tearing them down. I think it would just look prettier. I think that the reactor casings can be used as part of the glass. At least I can do this. How do I make the glass? I might need to get a pattern for it. So I'm gonna need a shit ton of it now. Reactor casing glass basic. Reactor casing glass reinforced. You need reactor casings for it. Cool. Let's pop that in. Reactor casing glass reinforced. Let's make 200. I think we're going to need way more than 200, but reinforce basic. That could be bad. I'll get rid of that. Make another 200. Dude, the auto crafter is so nice. Is this all reinforced? Yes. I just think it's going to look so much better being open. And the best part about this is I will be able to quick build this if I get my diamond stick out. Need to make a new one. Where's my diamond stick? Perfect. Might do that all the way around. I like that. Looks good. What'd you get up to today, supportive? I'm getting excited, man. Bali comes up soon. It should be a really good time. I haven't been to Bali in a while. Honestly, I think I'm gonna be so excited until I'm there. I might just stress out. Hopefully it'll be fine. I don't know, just the trying to make sure everything's all like secure and we're not getting fucking stolen. Like the Taken situation is gonna start playing in my mind a little bit, but I don't think it should be that deep. Hopefully I don't need the sides and it's fine like this. If this multi-block doesn't work, I'll see this bottom layer here. I'll make that out of casings. So I think that might be one of the issues. That's so good. Yeah, that's so much better. I rather that. That's nice. Might finish this side as well. We have 132 left. Hopefully that's enough. Perfect. There's a reactor. I'll figure out the front, what I'm going to do with that after. We're going to need to get the rods and everything now. We're going to need unobtainium. Get 9. I don't have enough for 900. I don't think I'll need 900. Maybe I just get like 400. I don't think we're going to need this much either, but just in case. And then we'll get reactor fuel rods reinforced. We're going to need 3,000. God, what am I doing? 400 of those. Cool. Cool. Ordered in some Italian food and a couple naps. Holy, that sounds like a fun, very nice night. What kind of Italian food did you have? I had a pizza party, just me, myself, and I, on Tuesday. One of the things from work finally got done. Took so long. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, you don't need to be there. I don't think 300 is going to be enough. We may not have enough unobtainium, bro. Hopefully it's enough. Because I don't know if it needs to be the same all the way around. Like, having a different coolant in another one of these, like, fuel things, if it can be separate, I would like that, just in case we don't have enough unobtainium. My bees have been, like, getting them over the last, probably week. That's why we have so much of one of the rarest minerals in the entire mod pack. Well, at least ore-wise, I mean, it's not, fucking hell. It's not as rare as, the fucking antimatter chamber that I'm trying to build. Tortellini, alla panna, and tiramisu. Holy. Eat like a fucking king, dude. And then if this doesn't work, we're gonna just need to make sure that all the blocks we have placed are the reinforced ones, not the basic ones. That'll be the next check for us. You know what? 300 might be alright. I'm not getting through them as quick as I thought. It's only 8 per column. Or 10 per column, rather. Ooh, no. You go there. I believe it'll work. Hopefully it does. If not, we'll just go for the largest possible size one and then we'll never have an issue with power ever again. But it's not like we're going to be playing this mod pack forever, like we're really close to the end. I think the boys actually might finish it while I'm away. Hopefully not. I mean, really all we have left is the antimatter. And that will be probably done by today. So look, if all things go well, the mod pack could be done by today. If all things go well, and I might still play it a bit here and there because I do want to do some of the bees, but it's pretty much done. How long will I be gone for? Like 8 days, pretty much. I don't imagine I'll be streaming on the way back, so, and I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow because we'll need to get our shit sorted. So this could be the last stream before I go away. Because we will be catching a train giga early morning on Tuesday because our flights are like 8 or something. I'll do a double stream today. I'll stream before the night's game and then I'll stream after. So I can get plenty of time in before we go away. So the Knights play at 4ish, so I'll be getting off for that. And then I'll probably just chill with Ali, watch the Knights, get dinner, and then I'll be back on tonight. To some like League of Legends or something. I'm kind of keen for it. It's going to be a good trip. I'm also keen for the Knights game today. Hopefully they win. They're on a generational run, man. They're on fucking third. They came last year. Not that you guys are huge into footy, but excited times for a Knights fan, that's for sure. And I've been into the football more and more just because like the boys watch it and dad watches it. It's also good to just chat with everyone. It gives you like a hobby. It's just an extra hobby. I probably have too many of them, but it's another hobby. It's lovely. Tell you what really got me into it though, and it's gonna sound cringe because it's just like the quintessential white boy thing to do. Dude, fantasy football. It actually gets you to know like all the positions and all the players and where everyone plays and who's injured and who's doing well and who's doing bad. Fantasy football's like a cheat code if you ever want to learn like the NRL. Seriously. As long as you have like a group of people to play with, of course. Because otherwise, the competitive nature of I want my team to do better than someone else's team is completely gone. And you get favorite players based on how well they're performing for you. It's cool in that way. They should do fantasy League of Legends. Like pro play League of Legends. That'd be so sick. It's like, how did Faker go this week? Oh yeah, everyone would want Faker. Actually, maybe not. I don't know if Faker does as good as he is, like consistent. Maybe that's a lesson I should learn for my life. Stop trying to do like the crazy players and do the consistent players. Which reminds me, Tony will have to go to the girl place tomorrow. Because we will not be able to give him to him on Tuesday. So I'll need to go shopping. When I go off for the Knights game. After it, I'll probably have to go shopping to pick up the Ton some food. She should be fine with litter. But I'll definitely get her some more food. Do you have any pets supportive? Holy, almost done. How are we? 87. Okay, 200 and 300 was not enough. I was right to be worried about it. Might need another 50 or 100. Nope, but I want a cat. Nope, I want a cat, but I'm not adult enough. Honestly, I was a big advocate for just get a pet. Just get a pet, man. Get a pet, you'll be fine. But no, pets are a lot. Like when I'm hella tired and the Ton's like in play mode, you know how fucking terrible I feel when I'm just like, bro, no, Tony, it is fucking chill and stream time, and she's sitting there going, I'm like, okay. Let alone how much food costs. Jesus. Don't get me started. Better than Ali with Jin. When Ali got Ginny, Ginny was free. But then Ginny immediately decided to have like a double bowel obstruction. Like her stomach got twisted one time and like, oh my god, that was so expensive to get done. And then Ginny went ahead and did it a fucking again. The idiot. My dad's a bit colder when it comes down to animals getting sick. His thought process is if it's just not worth it, it's not worth it. It's only an animal. Which is realistic, but kind of cold. Oh man, so close to being done with this thing. We need more reactive fuel rods, bruh. Where's the fuel rods autocraft? Yeah. We have 25 more. Make 100 more, and it's the same with unobtainium. 100 more. Oh, we have enough for 100 more on Obtanium. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I hope it is. I hope it is. It's reinforced. Very good. The jazz rap playlist that I decided to put on from Spotify immediately went French. Let's go. I mean, in saying that, I've become a massive French sympathizer over the last... You know what it was? It was Expedition 33. And how, like, French they were. Dude, French names overtook, like, all of my electronics that I bought. So I do this thing where I, like, name all my electronics like I'm a 4-year-old. Like, my aircon's name's Carson, but that one's not French. That's because on the front of the Carson air conditioner has the word Carson, and Carson's a name, so it's called Carson. But my robot vacuum cleaner that I bought, I named it Francois. And you could even argue that Ton is kind of French, but no. It wasn't based off French. You should get an orange cat like me. Supportive. Everyone loves an orange cat. They're fucking nuts, but they're cute as shit. 75 blocks remain. Might need to make more. If I need to make more, we may not have enough unobtainium, which would be a absolute crying shame to get this close to beating it. But it also means that we can't expand it to an unlimited amount. I would need to replace all the unobtainium with like gold or something. Oh, we're so close. Yep, we definitely don't have enough. It's like 10 per. Oh, it's gonna be so close. Nah, there's not enough. But we don't need any more than like another 20 or 30. Same with the reactor casings. Same with the reactor fuel rods. Ugh. Oh, that's all that remains. We're so close. On obtainium, probably just need 10 more. Perfect, we have enough. And with the fuel rods... Reinforced. I do not need 100, but we'll just make 100, fuck it. Alright, let's finish off the front face with a bit of glass. Go for a low-key cat, nothing super crazy. If you want a low-key cat, you're gonna need 2. Because it means they'll play with each other. Yeah, I mean, your vet costs and everything will be doubled, but the whole looking after it would be way less because you just need to look after the one. And then they'll look after each other. For play-wise, so you only really need to feed them. And then you can also get like auto feeders and shit. There we go, that's a reactor. We just need to get the glass for the front bit. Holy shit, we're so close. Reactor glass reinforced, reactor glass reinforced. 100 should be enough. Do I have my stick on me? No, I need my diamond stick back. Diamond stick. Where's my stick? Hello. Please work. No. Why not? No. It didn't work. Why not? No. Reactor reinforced.
What's
Damn
going
it.
on YouTube? My name is Papa Oxy and welcome to an Extreme Reactors tutorial. This will be a two-part series with the first episode focusing on the reactors themselves from the mod, as well as all the different types of ports, all of the best coolants, and how to make liquid coolants, which are some of the best you can use. The second, and there is the basic version and the reinforced version. Obviously, the reinforced versions will perform better than the basics, but that being said, basic reactors are still really good at producing power. So if you are on a budget, it's not a bad option. Basic reactors have two different sizes. There's a 3x3x3, which is the smallest you can go,
Yeah.
and then there is a 5x5x5, which is the largest you can go. Reinforced reactors are a different story. The smallest one you can go for a reinforced is a 5x5x5, whereas the largest is a 32x32x48.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What? 32 by 32 by 48. That's 13 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 13 by 11.
Yeah, they can get pretty big. To put it into perspective, this one right here is only a 13 by 11 by 11, and it's already massive. Now, obviously, the larger you make your reactor, the more power it can produce, but also the more fuel it will use. And when you start making huge reactors like
13, 11, 11. Sorry, I just need to see the front of it. See how he's got unobtainium, unobtainium, and then rods? Did he show the side when he walked around it?
Yeah, they can get pretty big. To put it into perspective, this one right here.
Okay, so it's equal on both sides. I think that's my issue. See how mine's not equal on both sides right now? See how it starts with rod in the corner, and then it goes unobtainium. So that's unobtainium to rod, and then that's unobtainium to rod. So if I extend it out one side and put unobtainium there, and then extend it out one more, so it can stop. Okay. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try that. So we'll take this side and we'll put it out one. And we'll see if that's it. Holy shit. It's just trial and error, but fuck it. We'll do that. We'll do that. When are we going to fuel the base of the bees? Well, I mean, all of the uranium going into this is fueled off the bees. Oh, I need a pickaxe. So we'll bring it out this way one. And bring these taps and stuff forward just one as well. My output, that was my input. Oh no, I might not have enough of the unobtainium blocks now. Oh god, that would fuck me up. That's fine. Okay. So... Yep. So now it will be rod and finish it on obtainium. But then I need to increase this side out one. Squashed bee juice. You know what? There is a... Well, it's not squashed bee juice, but there's this, which is the honey generator. It uses honey and it creates Fe, which gets put into this plug, which it's really not making much energy. Are you even on? Wait, the generator needs to be... Are you even powered? Oh my god, I'm the dumbest man alive. It's not even fucking powered. So the honey generator isn't generating anything, because it's not... Okay. Oh my god, a little bit of a side quest here, boys, but 1 second. Basic universal cable and a point. It's like that to Corvy's network. So now that's powering this. So it's got enough generating and it's turning honey into... Wait, what? What else do I need to put in you? Combs? What goes in you? I thought it just turned honey into energy. Input 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. It's not doing anything with this honey. Oh my god. Alright, side quest created, honey generator. Do I have a bee book yet? Yes. Big book of bees. Blocks, misc items, blocks. Honey generator. A honey generator accepts 2 upgrades. A productivity will lower the honey consumption. Speed upgrade will increase the speed. Burns honey to produce power. Honey can be piped in or in honey bottles, blocks, or buckets. All right, well, let's... No, it's putting some in to the system. Not a lot, but it's putting some in. But the honey doesn't seem to be going down. Let's remove this and see if the honey is going down. Well, it's on. And it seems to be climbing. Buffer. All right, we'll come back and we see if that 10 buckets of honey is actually burning. A bottler. Oh, these bottlers aren't making any things because they've got no bottles. I need bottles, apparently. There you go, 2,000 bottles created. So it's going to start bottling honey, and this honey hasn't gone down. So that's fine, and it's not directly taking it out of this, because obviously that'll be going down. All right, let's leave this for now and see if this honey generator drops honey when we come back. Okay, now side quest completed for now. Let's get back to it. Mustache, hey Chimney, what's up? All right, let's get these blocks coming out. Okay, so this will be the new length of it. And I don't think the height matters as much as making sure the interior is the same. But the funny thing is, we already made the interior the same when we did the last fucking thing. Wait, did I not complete this side? It could have been fine. I don't think this side was completed. With glass. But don't worry about it. Just finish it. Just finish the upgrade. It's whatever. Fucking hell, Corby. I'm gonna spend our entire lives making this damn generator. Wait, this side wasn't done either. Oh no, when I cut the glass, it probably cut out some of this stuff, yeah. Okay. Nice, nice. Let's finish this side. What's up with you, Harry? Welcome to the stream, or Harry rather. Okay, it's a little upgrade, but it works. Perfect. Now let's... I don't need that. I need fuel rod, 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 fuel rod. So it should start and end on a fuel rod on the corners now. Very good. And same. Alright. Nice. Now reactor. Fuel rod report. Very good. Nice. And time for the fuel rods. And back to doing this crap. If this doesn't work, boys, I don't know how we're gonna fix it. Because at the moment, we've just expanded and expanded and expanded to a point where it's fucked. Maybe even just do the roof a bit more? I don't know, man. Alright, so that was 600. That was 60, so we're gonna need another probably 60 or 100 now. Oh my god. Back to control rod basic. Now we need the fuel rod. Reinforced. Another 100, fuck it. The thing that worries me is going to be the unobtainium now. Because there wasn't enough to do all of it as it was, but it should be alright. Very good. Get in there. Alright. Wow, that extra 100 wasn't enough. Alright, I'm very worried about the unobtainium now. Oh no, I was. I didn't get all of it out. Okay, that's fine. Less worried. Alright, unobtainium time. We have 3,000 of these. Oh well. I don't know that if that's enough blocks, boys. 43. I don't think that's enough. Fuck. That's definitely not enough. Alright, where's my unobtainium bees? Upgrade productivity gamma. I might need to upgrade the productivity here. There you go. Only 2 of them. I mean, we can use vibranium, but unobtainium is the best. Hi. They are very... I mean, I can just wait. Oh, Christ. I mean, just while making all of them, we have enough to make more. Like 12 more. Like, it's pretty quick to come in. But 1 block? Yikes. It's not enough. I'll sleep and I'll see if they can do their thing. I might also check on the honey furnace. Because my honey's full right now. Alright. Did this go down at all? No. This furnace isn't working. Honey generator. Transfer honey. Fluid 64. What is this? Might try this shit out. Alright, never mind. Ah, fuck it, just put all this shit back in. Unobtainium comb blocks. Okay. This will increase by a lot now that I'm doing blocks instead. Alright, let's spin the blocks. Oh, look how many nuggets are coming from that. 98, 124, 130. I mean, that increased it quite a lot, but that's still 14, which is 1... It's 1 block a harvest. Oof. And they harvest like 6 to 10 times a day, so... in-game day. I'm pretty sure you can mix the coolant. So I'll just do diamond blocks for the rest. The coolant also can just be air. But it doesn't really matter. I'll just have to replace it later, which is a pain in my nut. Oh. I really want this flight drift car to upgrade. Because I didn't think it would be as annoying as it is. Alright. That's all the diamond in. Let's get the glass and then my stick back. Back to glass. I have my stick on me, very good. All right, should be it. Let's see if it blocks. If it doesn't, then there's something wrong. And I don't know what it is, so I might just move on. Cause fuck this. Because I've made this reactor what I feel like is 5 different times. And I'm sure you can mix the coolant, but we'll see. Please create. I don't have enough glass. It's always fucking something. No! Oh, yes? No, it's fucked. Why? Why? What's wrong? What is wrong? Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. Checking that all these are basic. I mean, all these are reinforced. Oh my god, why? I haven't seen any of these change to the word basic. There has to be something in here that isn't right. Like for this example, okay. Now I'm taking out the roof and I'm gonna check that all these are reinforced. Because the bottom's all reinforced. The casings are all reinforced. Some of these rods have to not be reinforced. That's the only issue. It has to be. I would have maybe put a rod in there that isn't reinforced and it just won't work. All right, let's do it. Bit too quick. Reinforced, 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 reinforced. Why isn't this working? They're all reinforced, bro. Oh, kill me. I know all these ones at the back are, for sure. It would just take one block of something not being reinforced for it to break. Alright. Reinforced, 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 reinforced. All reinforced. All reinforced. Jesus Christ. That's all reinforced. Haven't seen anything go to basic yet. Oh my god, this flight drift. All reinforced. All reinforced. Oh my god, kill me. All reinforced. What's going on? All reinforced. All reinforced. All reinforced. Okay, so it's all reinforced. I don't know. Maybe these aren't the plugs. Reinforced. Access port. Basic. It was this. One block. Ah! We have found the problem. Oh, that just means it was going to be fine before basic access port. So that just means now we just need to do the roof and it should be, okay, so I just did it again. I can understand how I did it now. Reinforced. I need more steel. Oh my god. Well, we found it, at least. So I'm not going completely nuts. Solid access, fuel injection. All right. Input, output mode. All right, let's finish the roof. Please. Oh my god. Oh, it's done. Oh my god, it's done. It's done. Holy shit. It was literally just that one block. Let's go. Finally, we did it. Okay, we have a reactor. We still need to change the diamond blocks out, but we just need to wait for our bees to make the other stuff, but it's actually working. Item, conduit, and input bus, and uranium. All right, input bus. Let's input some uranium into that bad boy. I'm also going to need to have some acceleration cards. And then for the outputs, goes here, extract on, it should go into here, and that will input it out. Device online, device online. Get rid of that. And let's turn this shit on. Core fuel status. So you're still filling up. On. Holy shit. That's some goddamn. Raises energy output and coolant conversion. Let's go. Turn that off. All right, we have power. Receives energy, adding it to my network. Now let's get a universal cable. Ultimate universal cable. All right, let's move this over one. All right, so that's charging that. Sorry, this is the only time where my perfectionism will come in. So otherwise I just don't have it. Just needs to wrap around the whole building the same width. Oh my god. Oh my god. Very good. Very good. Okay, when I turn it on, that will turn on. And then after all the energy goes to where it needs to here, we'll plug it to then go back into Corvy's network with a power surge and bypass limit on it, so it can bypass all the limits on it. And now let's turn this on. Reactor is active. What's going on? Turn off the reactor and push all control rods to the best and hope for the best. Let's put it on. Avoid the reactants. On. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Do you want me to move this back over? I will. Why did you... On. Off. On. Is it just taking a second to turn on? What's... Okay. 100% full. What's going on? Why isn't it working now? On. Why aren't you working? Oh, fuck. Turn off all reactor and push the control rods all the way into the rods and hope for the best. On? Do I need to... Now... Oh, shit. 1 by clicking up or down. If you hold it, if you shift key, okay. So 0%. Okay, there you go. But why isn't this taking it out? Power Forge Energy tab. Passive Forge Power Energy tab. All right, let's turn this off. I think I've made the wrong energy tab. Basic. No, it should work. Universal energy cable. Why isn't that working? Interesting. I mean, it's making plenty of energy. Put them all to 50%. There you go. It should be making so much power that this is like, oh my god, yes! But it's not doing it. Why? Productive bees. Coal bee, hooray. But no, why isn't the reactor working? It obviously is. It's got the energy input output. We just need to get this out now, somehow. Energy cable. 50 FE a tick. Well, how much can this do? Yeah, so it needs to be this cable. Why isn't it working? Let's look up the reactor again. Extreme reactors. Interacting with the extreme reactors. Energy tab. Power tap provides a way for you to tap the power that passive reactor makes. You can attach pipes and cables to extract power. The access points required for every reactor allows you to both input fuel and extract waste. Okay, I've done this. I've done that. I'm so confused. Waste automatic. Fuel reactivity. How heavily irradiated the high levels of radiation reduce fuel burn up. So we're at 100% reduced fuel burn up, which is really good. However, comma, no power's coming out. So I don't know why. Is that a plug? That is a plug. If I connect that straight to the network, is that just doing it? On. Bro. Why isn't fuel coming out of this? Ultimate storage cube might do it. Input and then connect that way. Yeah, there we go. Now it's flowing, but I don't know if it's just flowing because it's just taking it straight out of this. The energy cube isn't getting any input from the passive force energy power tap. Is that called passive? Active. So that is passive. I think I need an active. Energizer active port, active FE port, active power tap basic, Active power tap basic. Active power tap turbine. Turbine. So it would be this. And that's the only missing piece. Hell yeah. Okay. So that is now energy input. Nice. Might just turn this up now to 0. Change all. And then hopefully that's now putting stuff into the system. Barely, that's how much this is using energy-wise. This is barely charging it. That's nuts. At 2 ME a tick. Million, by the way, million FE a tick. Holy shit. Okay, well now let's turn this reactor on. Let's scram that, because I don't know why that's not now pulling in water. What's going on? Has someone been playing with this? Yes, someone's been fucking with this. Is any of these pipes broken? No, 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 no. Everything seems fine down here. I'm just gonna need a check. Ooh, what are you? Fission reactor port. Okay, that could have been it. No, it's still burning too much. I'm gonna drop that down to 5. Wow, what? What? Okay, something's going on. I don't know if anyone touched this stuff down here, bro. Pipes, ultimate upgrade. I did all of this and it was working. So for it to just not anymore is so strange. I mean, I can just set this burn rate to 1. And if that is still breaking, okay, it's holding at 1. This should have been holding at like, it's not even holding at 4 anymore. What? What is going on? Oh, man. Just flooding up. This should be just fine. And now you've stopped because there's no plutonium left, I guess. 175 antimatter, that's all it's made. I'm gonna need to make a bigger reactor now for this one. To make more. Fastest way to make nuclear waste. Minecraft. So this reactor is making nuclear waste, right? And then that's its whole job because it turns the nuclear waste and it goes through this processing plant and then it basically goes from here and gets piped into here. And then this is what we built this whole thing for. So this powers this. This motherfucking thing just powers that. However, we need more nuclear waste to make this faster. Oh my god. Either you up your burn rate or you can get into productive bees and make wasted radioactive bee, which is pretty slow, but you get a bunch of them and they work pretty well. I have a... I've always set the half the maximum burn rate. Wasted radioactive bee. The bee will die or evolve into a bee and they're exposed to radiation. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pause. Pause. Wasted radioactive bee. Radioactive bees dying to radiation has a chance to turn into a radioactive bee. Wasted radioactive bees don't pollinate on any flower, instead they absorb radiation from their surroundings. This species of bee can't breed amongst themselves. Plutonium pellet into a radioactive bee. But in saying that, I'm going to need to have permanent radiation so that they can... What? How to have permanent radiation for radioactive bees. They consume radiation environment and will pollinate. Okay. Waste radioactive bees enjoys a radioactive environment. The more radiation they have, the more comb they produce. I pack them into a compact machine with all my waste and set an automatic pipe breaker to make sure it's a deadly toasty in there. My bees appreciate the warm glow. They actually consume radiation from the environment and pollinate by taking radiation damage. They won't die from it. So I need to pipe radiation from this into a pipe way over here and make radioactive bees over here. What? And then they'll turn small amounts of radioactive waste into a lot amount of radioactive waste. Correct? And then, so the bees will then create, these radioactive bees will then create wasted radioactive. But then how do I, then I'll need to have a centrifuge over here. What do I do with this? And a mechanism deoxidizer and it makes radioactive waste. Okay, that's fine. So I can put it into the ME system from over here. Oh, okay, all right. So I'm gonna need a chamber of radiation for the bees to live their sweet little fuck-ass lives in. Fuck this. But it will mean I don't risk this blowing up. Putting in a hyperbox. Okay, so what's a hyperbox? Hyper dense cell storage quantum item orchestration. Okay, so I'm now need to go look up mechanism reactors. What's a hyperbox? Is there anything in here that tells me about hyperboxes? Radioactivity. Tubes, radiation, melting down, hazmat suit. Wasted radioactive bees setup. There's a YouTube video for everything.
That I'm convinced I know who this is now. It's wow. Oh, brilliant! It's raining. Oh God, what are you doing, Jay? Jay, oh, missed it. There it is. Last episode we got ourselves some fissile fuel, and we've got a whole thing for.
Okay, so he has a fissile fuel. What's he making with it? Where's the bees?
Enough so we can get some nuclear.
Okay.
I might put a waystone in here. Why not? Amazing. They were okay.
Okay. Oh, wait, pause. He's making the bees now.
Though, right?
So we're 6 minutes in.
They're not bees. Outputs, I'd say. So we could like output stuff, but we're not going to use those. I don't think. We'll just use some ender chests, and I just need a bunch of bee stuff. That's bees. They're not. Anyone else has made any of these, because usually what would happen in compact machines, at least, is they like spawn you in to a new dimension. Like a
how did he get where he is?
Dimension. Anyway, this is the one that I'm going to use to set up my bees in for radioactive. So radioactive bees, which are these ones, is a creepy and an iron.
I don't have a creepy. I need a creepy.
Some iron bees, you know.
I have iron bees. I don't have creepies.
Any flower?
So he's just making it.
No idea.
He's making the bees. I can do all this. I know how to do all this.
I call it pilp. Oh my! It doesn't like I. Why does it not like I now? What does I do? Is my base, right?
It's my base.
So I should.
He's still making the bees.
Here, really, and that is...
He's leveling up the bees. He's making the bee boxes.
They will grow
He's
up
feeding the bees.
Because I don't think they grow up when they're in the hives. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, they don't.
It's going to take a while though. I think I will use incubators.
Yeah, use incubators.
3x3, right? So you need.
Okay, so he's making his reactor now.
And then we need. That's the badger. So we can do that. It's not connected right now.
Whoa, what's this? What did he just put that in?
Pressurized tubes. Some unobtainium.
Entangled block.
So you might. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Cool.
Entangle a block.
Is our radioactive waste barrel in the B area.
Okay.
And we can use some.
So that just means now I don't need to pipe it all the way over there. I could just move it.
We can do that. It's not connected right now, but
it will when it turns on.
Because I think nuclear waste is counted as like a gas.
So entangled block. I'll probably need 2 of these, right? Quantum data entangler and a quantum entangler. Chemical transfer, energy transfer, fluid, gas, heat type. Yeah, okay. 1. Oh, there's already some here. Frequency items, Corona Corvi. All right, so I tried this before. Okay. So the new setup will be out of here, quantum entangler. And then I'll need another one. Does this need to be powered? Apparently so.
And I think it also auto outputs. And then this one here is going to be steam. And we're going to get a trash can. I don't know if these still work, but steam is technically also a gas. If you
True, that does work. Okay.
To figure out
so what I need to do is figure out how he uses the chambers to make the radioactive chamber for the bees. I need to know how to make the bees, you know.
Don't need to do any of that, like, sink business that we were talking about. So maybe we start using these a bit more instead of the...
Water internal block. How do you make those? They look cool. Water. Etern. Water. Water wandering leaves, water logs, strips. Water block. Water essence comb block. What? Water block. Water syndig. Harvester pylon. Steamed housing. Maybe not. Alright, I gotta pee. I'll be back in a sec. Oh shit, hey there, what's up? It's nice to see you, bro. It's been a minute, so it's good to see you. I'll be a bee. I'm back. Let's continue on with our YouTube how-to video.
The sink. I like that. And then the final thing is I've actually got it in my backpack. I've got my quantum entangler porter. Stick that on there. And fissile fuel. Set that one. And we don't have any items. We don't have any fluids. We have gases. But it's not set to auto-eject, so that's fine. I always do this with my quantum entangler porters. I go through.
Yeah, clean them all up. That's fair.
Turn all of the rest of them off, just in case. But now we can auto-eject. And this has got some fissile fuel in it. And we can actually activate it. And it's super loud. And then we can hit scram. Now,
Waste.
the pressurized tube doesn't have any in there. But if we pop in here.
Ooh.
Yeah, the nuclear waste barrel does have stuff in there, but we need to break it before it does anything. So we might have to leave this on for a little while. Fingers crossed we don't run out of fissile fuel. I don't feel like we will, because we got quite a bit of backlog, right?
Oh shit, you can't see, sorry.
And we got the stuff being made upstairs. So I'm going to wait for this to get like...
Okay, now he's here.
I haven't chunk loaded this area. That's probably a good idea. There we go. So every time I left this area, it wasn't chunk loaded. But you can see this is going up. But it's also getting rid of my nuclear waste. Because
Slowly.
that's what these barrels do. GIGA? But if we were to break this, by the way, we have got our hazmat suit on, so we're all good. Stick it back down. It will start going back up again, which is fine. But if we click this again, there is some radiation. And it says time to decay is 6 hours and 6 minutes. I like that it gives you that now, the time to decay. I don't think it did before. Anyway, all of these child bees that we've got here, I need to grow up. And to do that, I'm going to need, yeah, a bunch of honey treats. Honey.
It's fine. So he's growing them now.
Together with some flowers, and I got a little child bee out of it.
Okay,
So
they may die.
I heal them. Honey treats heals them up. And I want to see if it's when they die they become wasted radioactive bees, or
Yeah, they have a 50%
they
chance to
need
transform.
like, take a certain amount of damage, and then they'll become a wasted radioactive bee. I'm gonna follow this one around and just give it honey treats every so often. Oh, I think my theory paid off right there, because he turned into a wasted radioactive bee this time. I don't know if that was just a fluke. But
So he has that auto braking now.
I'm going to try it with this one as well. I was super lucky, apparently, because that one just died. So we do have one wasted radioactive bee. I'm just going to want that.
Did you put an auto breaker on it? And I didn't see.
Working, turn into a radioactive bee. Oh, damn it. Oh, and the other one, oh, of course, I forgot that one was going to get hit by radiation. I want to try something, which is keeping a bee alive with honey treats every so often. I'll try it with this. I'm going to need for all of the bees that are going
to... Okay. So I need to look up whatever this first thing was after he transported into this bee domain. Okay, he's better go there.
We are going to move this to our new bee area, right? Because we should be doing that. Yeah, because there's some stuff you can do with a mod which I waste barrel. And what I'm going to do for now is...
Hyperbox is what it's called. Let's see if I can make a hyperbox. There's no hyperbox. So I might need to just build it out. Damn. How far does radiation travel Minecraft? Up to 80 blocks, fly box in every direction from the source. Okay. Hyperbox or the mod 10? Hyperboxes got disabled in their later versions, and the plan is to be removed. Try compact machines. They're both there, but hyperboxes got disabled. Plan to remove from the pack. So what is compact machines? Machine. Colossal. Machine framing. Giant. Compact machines. Okay. Compact machines. Automod 10. Let's see what this is. Compact machine.
I'm going to show you how to use compact machines. This is filmed in 1.21 and I could see the different sizes. So you use compact machine walls, an atom enlarging and shrinking module, and either gold, a diamond hoe, copper, obsidian, iron, netherite, diamond, or a nether star. And that's going to give you a different sized compact machine. To enter them, you will need a personal shrinking device as well. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because sometimes in mod packs, they don't enable the compact machines themselves or the recipes for them.
Compact machines and a personal shrinking device. Compact machine normal, and then I need a personal shrinking device, which means I need that, which gives me stone buttons. Personal shrinking device. With a bunch of sticky pistons. And some light-weighted plates. It's just always something else, man, I swear to God. Regular pistons. It's always something. Okay, so compact machine. Did I get it out? Yeah. So compact machine normal. Does this need to be charged? Maybe not. Personal shrinking device. Okay. Okay, perfect. Wow, alright. Lovely. Amazing. Okay, so that's it. That's fucking amazing, actually. Now I just need a way to port the quantum entangler nuclear waste. I wonder if that can do it. Frequency, items. No, set. So if I make this, waste. And a pressurized tube, we'll see if it can connect. Because if it does, perfect. Pressurized tube. Let's connect it to this. It connects, which is good. And I'll get a point for this. There might be power somewhere close by. There's no power underneath. Oh, there's power here. That's getting drawn from this. I can't really bring it over. So let's just go underneath. Now let's see if this works. Because it might not, you know. Okay. So the device is now working. And then I might move this radioactive barrel. And we'll just try it. So I'll get another quantum entangler. Where's the other quantum entangler? I'll put it here. Then I'll connect the power. So it's also powering both. And I'll connect this to the waste to set that. And then I'll get a pressurized tube coming out. And I'll put a barrel down here. So it should, if I turn this on, nuclear waste empty. Empty, 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 empty. I'll get rid of this pipe with nuclear waste in it. Oh, well, it's gone forever. I'll set this burn rate down to 3 so it doesn't explode. It's still exploding. 1 tick. So the nuclear waste is filling up. It's going into here. Side config, fluids, input. We go inject on. And it's not picking it up. Oh, that's so annoying. Let's scram that. I'm gonna now need to get rid of the waste. Okay, so that doesn't work, but we're gonna need to get a, so let's just dip onto that. So the nuclear waste is now in the barrel and that will go away over time. We're gonna need to figure out a way to transport items. Transport nuclear waste ATM10. Cross dimensions. Entangled blocks, ender tanks, or AE2 quantum rings. These methods bypass the limitations directly moving dangerous radioactive barrels. Ender tanks should work. Ender tanks. Ender. Don't know if they have it, dude. Ender tanks for gas. Entangled blocks.
Down.
What keyboard do I have? I have the, it should be down below. It is the Epo Maker Galaxy 100.
That's empty, and you'll see the water start to fill up. And eventually, yeah, it will drain this side, and you'll start to see, because I've put on the slow pipes, that pump is just, squirting a little bit of water into this pipe and shooting it across here. And it's already. Transport is power. I've got a creative energy cube here, and just transferring power into this quantum entangler, also on the Bits and Bobs network. We're pulling it out on the other side and shoving it into this ultimate energy cube, which are the material. New one down, we see it starts to fill up. This icon here is the little drop, and it's for fluids. If you click it, it does disappear. So power.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is his setup?
Transport items, liquids, gases, heat, and power wirelessly from one point to another.
Gases and power. Then why isn't it? Because it should be a gas, right? Did I just not have it set up for gas over here? Waste. Heat, fluids, chemicals. Chemicals. Energy, fluids, heat. Oh, I need that. Okay, this is empty again, so I might try it one more time. No, I need that. Expenny? And nah, the keyboard down below. Oh, okay, well, we'll change it. It's not too expensive now. How are you, by the way, man? So I need another quantum entangler. Oh no, I have one still. So let's retry this with the sides being chemical input, energy input, heat, input output. So it's input and then I'll go inject on, and this is on the waste network and that's on the waste network. And let's turn this on. Still empty and that's filling up. Okay, so it's just not fucking with it at all. Transport config. Strict output input off. I don't think it's working. Transferred dissipated. Heat dissipated. Okay, I don't know what that means. It's not transporting it at all, which is a pain in the ass. Because I need it to go multi-dimensional. Let's turn this off. Let's put the waste bucket back down. Compact machines instead of high-pack boxes. Okay, so I'm still need radioactive waste across dimensions. Minecraft ATM 10. Fission reactor, don't explode. Mining dimension portal. Trying to figure out a cool tool that would be useful. Ender tanks should work. Transport nuclear waste across dimensions, 2024. Nuclear waste across dimensions. Entangled mod is your friend here. The mod Entangled is your friend here. Just make sure you're on a server that the Tangle block will be reconnected. Put in a crafting code right back connector. That's the answer. AoE2 radioactive material drive. Can you build a quantum ring and other moves across dimensions? Radioactive material drive. AoE2 chemical discs should work, plus an importer. Nope, importers don't work. They don't accept the waste. Nuclear waste can definitely be pumped through ender tanks. That's how mine's set up. But I can't find ender tanks. That's 2 years ago. Let's re-look for ender tanks again. It's just not here. You sure want to reset all the values? If you're playing with the mod pack, the configuration may have been modified by the author. Restoring would like the intended experience. Search mod IDs in addition to mod names. Search mod aliases. Yep. Back. Maybe it's at Ender. XP obelisk. What if I look up tank? This guy's going tank. It's up to 6 buckets. Ender tank, found it. Why can't I use this? Recipe's too large. Okay, well, let's bookmark that. I don't know why I couldn't search by it, but that's nuts. Where is my... Oh, there. I'm gonna probably need 2 of these. Okay. So now let's try the ender tank. This is off, right? Yeah. No nuclear waste in that, no nuclear waste in that. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Ender tank. Get rid of you. How do I use an ender tank? Okay, I'm gonna need to look up how to use an ender tank. No! Oh, it's gone. I'll get another one. I'll probably need a configurator device. Ender tank. Control shift. Alright, let's look up ender tanks. How to use ender tanks. Wirelessly transfer liquid across distances and dimensions by linking tanks with matching color codes. Use dyes on the top ones to set colors and a diamond to make them private. They store 16 buttons and good for making lava. So I will need to transport using...
What's up, guys? Today we're going to be showing you everything I know about ender tanks from ender storage.
Okay. Own a server? Yeah, private. So gas, pressurized tubes, quantum entangler. It says can transfer gas. That's so annoying. And where are the cables? Where's the end of the cables? Oh, my stomach. Fluid. It could be fluid. Conduit. Fluid conduit. Vibrant fluid conduit. It could be fluid conduit. Not energy. Chemical. That's the one. That would be the one for sure. Do you sit on top of it or? Extract. I'll probably need some sort of dyes here. Dye, I'll go light blue. You are a receiver? Stop fucking with it. What? Maybe it needs to be connected first. So let's make another ender tank and see if we can connect it. Where's the radioactive barrel? I don't know if I have one now. Yeah, but I don't know how to get it out. That's my only issue. Is that front face what I need to plug it into? No. It's not fucking with it. And I don't know why. Thank you so much, Jordan. Appreciate you. Okay. His seems to just be fine.
And this is a great way to transfer liquids between dimensions and over super long distances. So I've got a water tank just like this one hooked up in the overworld right now, and if I match this color up right here, these three combinations, it's going to give the water into this tank and drain it out into our singularity tank. So
Having trouble connecting it to the
all
tank
this has
though.
to do is match the colors between two tanks, and whatever liquid is inside the tank at that time will start filling up.
Okay. Let's just activate this to turn it on. It's building up internal nuclear waste because it's not going anywhere, which is annoying. Let's turn that off. And we have an internal nuclear waste that needs to be got rid of. So first things first, let's see if this chemical conduit can dump. Yes, it can. Okay. What? But it's not being dumped into this. It doesn't like that for some reason. Can this be pulled out of? I don't know. The chemical conduit isn't fucking with it, which is so annoying. How to use fluid conduits. Pressurized fluid chemical reaction. 1 bucket chlorine, 1 bucket ethanol. What's actually happening? Ender-IO fluid converts are round robin by default. Pressurized, I'm not sure if pressurized fluid conduits might hold some of the fluids. That's it. Just upgraded to Ender fluid conduits. Seems cleaner. So maybe it's a fluid conduit. It counts as a fluid and that will make it work. Ender fluid conduit. Let's try this instead. Doesn't fuck with it. Oh, so annoying. Does it connect to this? Yes. Fuck you. Does the fluid conduit connect? Oh, that might work. Oh my god, go away. Oh, I see what's happening. It's actually not connecting. It looks like it is, but it's not. It's actually overtaking it, but that's okay. We'll see if it works. Locked to chemical, click to reset. Locked to fluid, click to reset. Empty. Empty. Internal storage going up. What happened to the chemical things that I had on me? This is fucked, man. So maybe this isn't my answer. Maybe it just doesn't work. Fluid continent, fluid conduit, quantum entangler, gas heaps, fluid, chemical transfer. See, it should work here with chemical transfer, but it wasn't working. Let's try again with quantum entangler. If I pump that, ooh, pause. Pause. It says empty. That's not extracting and putting it in. Why isn't the quantum entangler not fucking with it, man? Inject, top input. Oh, that's for items. Chemical, top input. Front output. Input, output. That should work for input, output. Eject on. Input, output. Man, what the fuck? Oh. Oh. That's fluid again. Fuck. What a cock tease. It goes straight into the bucket. It loves the bucket. It doesn't fuck with it otherwise. Chemical conduit. Allows multiple chemical types to be transported on the same line. That might be the one we have to go with. The only reason why I'm not doing the chemical housings here is because I don't know how to get them out. Like, for example, I can probably plug it straight into the ME system and there'll be like no issues at all with like putting it into the ME system. However, I just don't know how to get it out. So let's fuck with that now. We don't need the fluid storage cell. Let's look for a chemical storage cell. 256. I need to make a chemical cell. And then I'll make a 256. What is that noise? Oh, music. That's energy storage cell. I need fluid, chemical. Perfect. Okay, so now we have a chemical storage cell. And we'll import that now and see if it works. The ender tank didn't work. The radioactive base rail is empty. And we'll go bus for an import bus. Just get rid of all of these. We can have a look later. So an import bus, does that connect? It does connect. We'll see if it works now. Glass. 27 might be enough. Device online. The waste tank's empty. So we should have radio. Oh no, I put it in the barrel and got rid of it. So let's activate that. The waste is going up and it's not getting put in. Okay, let's scram that, turn it off. And now let's look for a import export bus, extended import bus. Probably need a inverter card, acceleration card, fuzzy card. Maybe a chemical card. Chemical P2P tunnel. Tunnel attunement, chemical. Chemical housing. Radioactive chemical storage cell. Maybe that's it. It's not chemical, it's radioactive. So mega storage component, which I need this. So I'll make a 256. Radioactive. Mega radioactive storage cell. Okay, and now I need... What did the radioactive storage cell go? I'm dumb as shit. Chemical, radioactive. And now I need a polonium pellet. Which means I will need to hook it back up and send it back through this. But then I need to get rid of its output. Empty. How do I make polonium pellets? Was it just this? Yeah. No. How did I make the fucking pellets again? Oh, it was here. So I had this being hooked up to that. Now I need to turn that off. And hook this back up. Jesus Christ. Turn this on, which will then go into here, which will then go into here, which will then turn that into polonium. But I need to sleep for daytime. Fucking hell. Okay, it's daytime. Let's just check so that this isn't getting hot. No, it's not. All right, so you are on, you're making polonium, and you are slowly being filled with polonium. Very good. So that needs 100, and it will turn it into a thing, right? Just 100 or 1,000? Please just be 100. 1,000. Jesus fucking Christ. Right. So you see why this was turned up all the way, and I don't know why it's not working. Burn rate. Well, let's set that to 3 or 2. 2's working now. What about 3? Is 3 working now? 3's not working for some reason. 2.5. It's like these aren't pumping in. So all of these are reactor ports. Interesting. Whatever. Oh, it's going down still. 2. It's gone back up. At least it doubled in speed, so it's not going to take too long, hopefully. It's still halfway. And so we can make the radioactive port, which the cell, which means the import will go into that cell. Hopefully that's what is the only issue right now. And then we can hopefully just pump the radioactive material straight into the ME system. Getting it out is going to be different because I don't know how to get it out. And it needs to get out. I don't know. Maybe a P2P tunnel is the only thing that I can do. Chemical storage cell. Crafting storage, fluid, quantum. I don't know. Mega radioactive cell. Let's bookmark that for soon. So that'll be polonium and it will go straight into the system once it's made. But I'll just wait. There's nothing I can do except watch it go. Alright. Give me my polonium nude. There it is. There's my pellet. Alright. That is my radioactive cell. Let's turn this off. For now. I just needed to empty all the radioactive material out so I can actually do something with it. I'll keep the chemical storage for later. Radioactive cell. Alright. I have a radioactive cell now. Holy shit, that is small. Sure. 256 means I can have 256 buckets of whatever I need. Alright, now let's hook this back up. I didn't check to see if the radiation was gone, but thank God it was. Import bus, up. Let's turn it on. Bruh. Device online. Turn that off. Is it coming out? Not at all. What the fuck? Capacity, redstone, inverter, acceleration, fuzzy. What's fuzzy? I might need to look up. It might need a fuzzy card. Fluid storage. Overflow destruction card. Equal distribution cards. Where's chemicals? Redstone controlled, crafting automation, acceleration, patterns, memory cards, P2B tunnels. Loosely speaking, the remaining 2 IE cards. Allows filtered items regardless of metadata, such as damaged enchants, while inverter card toggles the filter the buses from a whitelist. Okay. ME storage bus, export bus, formation, P2P tunnels. Peer-to-peer is a powerful system within AoE 2, allowing the 4 transfers of items, fluids, or even more without needing any immediately ME storage. Right-clicking P2P tunnel with the certain items will attune the tunnel to one capable of transferring something such as items through pipes, energy, cables, redstone, signals, or even ME connections. P2P tunnels will be linked to one another using a memory card, detailed in next. Memory cards. The memory card is a tool that links two tunnels. Okay. So there was a P2P, P2P, item tunnel, redstone, fluid, energy, light, source, spell, chemical. Chemical tank. Okay. ME P2P tunnel. Point-to-point networking. Okay. So maybe a point-to-point's the way to go. The I/O. ME interface. AoE provides such static device. The ME interface is one of those devices, such as an input device. ME interface, block. Okay. I'm confused on what I'm doing right now. Is this off? Yes. So an ME P2P tunnel. I'll put that there. Device offline. Frequency 00000. How to P2P tunnel radioactive waste. How can I transfer nuclear waste from the reactor to the machine in the overworld to produce plutonium? The best way for me is AoE with P2P tunnels. Oh, I understand. So how would that work? Would I need a P2P director and via cables to the quantum? I think you need a pressurized tube from the reactor output connected to a chemical P2P that is connected to a quantum ring. Okay, so I need another quantum ring, a pressurized tube that connects it to the quantum ring. So then I'll need a item P2P. Like that. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll make a quantum ring. That's fine. Another quantum ring's fine. Whatever. Yeah, quantum entanglers don't explicitly allow mechanism nuclear waste through an order to encourage you to solve the challenge to moving around yourself. This is a compact machine you should be able to use in tunnel. Alternatively, you might be able to do some P2P shenanigans to gain access elsewhere. The current version of the compact machine mod does not have tunnels. The best way would be through an AoE P2P. If you don't want to set that up, pumping them into an ender.io chest in the machine and overworld. What would tunnels and P2P be? My last experience with compact machines mod. Ender.io ender chest. If you don't want to set that up, pumping them into chest. I understand. Some animator packs allow ender tanks to transfer. I love Entangle, but here's the mod. It's quite expensive, but it works. Entangle blocks work. Put your block outside. Entangled blocks. That's what the other guy used, but I couldn't find it. Entangled blocks. ATM 10. Okay, people are having troubles with it here. Having the same issue. From now on, transfer the waste across AoE to quantum rings. None of the cells can actually hold waste, which I think is a bug. So I place a storage bust on a waste barrel and then withdraw it from my main dimension. Mega radioactive chemicals cells can store it, I think. It works. Place a pipe on top that you would like to. I've tried an ATM 10. As long as storage mech reactors. Alright, so we'll try a quantum setup. Fucking Jesus Christ, bro. Singularity. Nope. Singularity. Dust. Is it ender dust? Yep. Singularity, ender dust, and a tiny TNT. With a flint and steel. Cool. So let's split this singularity. Come on. Perfect. That's the split singularity, and now I'll make... No, I need it over here. Oh my god. I just realized I'm going to create a quantum singularity inside of a... Anyway, it's whatever. Alright. Let's make another singularity here. Alright, how do I do this again? It is quantum ring and then quantum ring link chamber. Link chamber too. Okay, so you can't link a ring with a ring, which is annoying. Oh, yes you can. Perfect. Alright. So that's connected in. Now I'll get my P2P tunnel. Item P2P tunnel. Or do I have a chemical one? Did I make a chemical one? Oh, I think I need... a chemical bucket. Elite chemical tank. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, it did work, somehow. Oh, it's going out, that's why. Activate. It's filling up. Top input. Chemical none. Scram. Okay, it's not going in. So maybe I need a radioactive tank then? If it's not gonna work, it's not gonna fucking work. What do I do? Oh, man. Radioactive? Radioactive storage component. Radioactive chemical storage cell, which we did. Waste barrel. So annoying. Appear to be the radioactive waste. So I need a chemical. It's a P2P tunnel. This sucks, bro. Chemical P2P tunnel. Pressurized chemical conduit. Wait. I had chemical. Wait. I might be fine here. The ender tank. Did I have a pressurized chemical conduit last time? I don't know if I did. Where's my radioactive barrel? Oh, for fuck off. Maybe I don't need a pressurized one. Maybe I just need a chemical one. Ender chemical allows the same time. Elite pressurized tube. Pressurized tube. Pressurized chemical conduit. Basic pressurized tool. Sure. Let's try this. Watch that be happy and connect. This just doesn't fuck with it. It just doesn't fuck with it. What about chest? Vacuum chest? White ender chest? No. I think there's a reason why we can't find it, man. I think they're really trying to make you not use that shit. Oh, so annoying. Alright, we'll just go back to trying to figure out how to get the chemical P2P tunnel. P2P. Item P2P. I don't want an item P2P, I need a chemical P2P. P2P tunnel attunement with any sort of chemical tank. So, where's the attunement? ME P2P tunnel. Energy light. Types of P2P tunnel. Redstone, item, fluid, light energy. You can pass through other enemy tunnels. Most used form of P2P. Maybe I need to have this completely separate to my other system. So if I just get another controller. God, this is going to become messy so quick. Okay, so that's a separate controller on a separate system. Now let's get some glass. Okay. So that's its own thing. Oh, but now it doesn't have any storage cells. ME storage. ME housing. ME drive. Okay. Now this ME system has an ME drive that's online. I'll get the radioactive and chemical. Chemical radioactive. Chemical fluid. Chemical, radioactive, and fluid. There. You can have all of these in it now. And that's the quantum entangled singularity. I will need that. All right. So I need a P2P tunnel, connecting it. P2P. Where's P2P? Oh, fuck this. P2P chemicals. P2P chemicals. AE2. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to have to like build it. I think it might be the way to go is just to build it. My mechanical ores. Did you manage to transfer liquids and gases? I'm complete noob, but I'm very lost. Right-click the P2P tunnel with a chemical gas tank from mechanism or water, bucket, sink, pipe, or fluid. Then you shift-click a memory card on the tunnel you want to import it into, the normal right-click one and output one, and add a pipe to it, and then the output and output tunnels respectively. Okay, here we go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the much anticipated singularity. You'll need to craft a matter condenser. You'll have to switch the mode to want to connect it to your network. So this is going to be our sending quantum entangled ring, and you can see that there's no power running to this by the dimness of these. Also does not use any channels. The problem I've encountered a few times. And generally, you need to give power. We'll power this up. You place your quantum entangled singularity just like that, and now these two chambers are linked.
I know this.
So I can deposit anything I want into this network, and it will automatically appear on this network. And really, it's just that simple.
Okay, we
Being
need that.
able to transmit your network long range across dimension doesn't come with its downsides, though. If you take a network tool and hit your ME network, you'll notice that the quantum rings alone have a drain of 704 RF per tick, and the two quantum link chambers together have a drain of 88 RF per tick. So before you go ahead and make these, just make sure that you can handle the power requirements of them. All right, now when talking about peer-to-peer tunnels, I'm going to try to simplify this as best I can. I'm not going to get super complicated with it.
Okay.
I hope that my explanation of it will be adequate and you'll be able to run with it as far as you possibly want. Now, peer-to-peer tunnels are basically a way of getting something from one place to another. If you open up NEI here and click on a crafting recipe for all these peer-to-peer tunnels, you'll notice that the only one that actually has a recipe is the P2P tunnel-ME, and that is on purpose. Now, I am going to provide a link in the description of all of the items that you can use to smack these blocks with to turn them into the right ones, but to save time, I'm just going to refer you. I'm talking about this, some sort of thing from IC2, and you can see that it's changed.
Okay, so that changes it.
But that's basically all they do, and to overcomplicate it wouldn't help.
So it just puts it in.
So this takes water, passes it through your system, and dumps it somewhere else. Takes power, items, redstone.
Okay, so it passes it through and dumps it somewhere else. Okay, so P2P. So I need two P2Ps. Item tunnels. No, I needed two of these. 1, 2. And then I need a chemical storage. So then I'll slap a P2P here, and I'll hit it with chemical to turn it into a chemical storage thing. And then the frequency doesn't matter, 000 is fine. And it's getting passed through here. And then what was that little block called that sent me to an alternate dimension? Is it gone? Where did I move it to? It's gone. What was it called? Oh my god. What's this mod called with this? Compact machines. So it was a compact machine. So basic compact machine. Let's put this compact machine over here. And now let's get into this compact machine. Okay, now that we're in here, we can build our quantum ring. And in this quantum ring, we'll put our quantum link chamber and we'll link it up, and it's online apparently. And then from here, we will see if we can put the chemical into a barrel. Radioactive barrel. Radioactive barrel. P2P tunnel. Unlinked frequency. Where is the chemical? Unlinked. Now, I may need a AoE 2 quartz wrench to modify dinner plate. What? Okay, it might just be the Certus quartz one. Yeah. How do I change the frequency?
Signal light passes it through your system, dumps it somewhere else. Now it's important to note that the stuff that's going into these P2P tunnels never actually goes onto the storage in your system. So there might be water passing through your system, but no water ever gets in there. The same thing goes for items. If you have an item P2P tunnel, it's actually passing directly from one point to the other point without ever having to enter your storage at all. So how do you set these up? Let's start with the water here first. I have water being extracted and put into a P2P tunnel fluid right here.
Okay, his doesn't have the, it's device online, but it's just unlinked. Frequency 0. Change frequency P2P.
Today we are explaining Applied Energistics 2 P2P tunnels in under 40 seconds. P2P tunnels act as 2 blocks, for instance, the exact same. Both chests are connected to a controller. Well, we can utilize a subnetwork to carry our P2P tunnels, which connect our automation, terminals, and storage directly to our main network, subnetworks.
Okay. I'll just Google it then, I guess. Shift right click the PT panel, copy its frequency, then right click the target to link it. Obtain a memory card. Memory card. Load a device with the configuration from memory card. Perfect. And now we go home. Using this. And I take this memory card and pop it in here. And I activate this. And it's on. Device linked. Output side. You're not the output side. You should be the input side. Unlinked. I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to go into this personal device. So that's now unlinked. Memory card. Output side. Holy shit, it worked. The radioactive barrel is filling the fuck up. We did it. That's all it took. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Alright, so we have this in here. And now we need an auto breaking block to break this. Alright, so all we had to do was create a subnetwork, an alternate dimension, link the subnetwork to the alternate dimension using a peer-to-peer tunnel system. So now I can send the radioactive material to a system somewhere else. And that's perfectly working. So let's turn that off for now. Jesus fucking Christ. What do you want? What do you have? Bumblebee egg. Nice. Huh. Bubble coral. Interesting. Okay, so that's now working. Now I need to figure out a way to have an auto breaking block system. Now that we're in our little alternate dimension, we can radioactive this as much as we need, which would be nice. So I could probably just break this. Now this place is radioactive as fuck. Which is good. That's what we want. But I need an auto breaking block system. So block breaker, pipe breaker, breaker. Phantom breaker, long range auto breaker. Block breaker. Yeah, but phantom breaker. Auto breaker, phantom interface. I think that's the one that we need. So we'll get a basic coil. I might just dump all of that. So we'll get a phantom coil. We'll get some void crystals. We don't have enough for void crystals, of course. How do I get void crystals? By an atomic reconstructor of coal. Okay, so let's get an atomic reconstructor, which we need iron casings. To make an atomic reconstructor. And now we need to go to the overworld. And somehow... Atomic reconstructor. Oh, it's just this. Right. With a what lens on it, though? I don't know if it needs a lens. It could just be anything. All right, let's go coal and see. Oh, coal. See if it just works. Oh my god, don't pick it up. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it does. Sweet. Let's make some more. Beautiful. That can be broken. Alright, so from there, what were we doing again? Phantom breaker. So now I can make an auto breaker. And a phantom interface, which needs an ender casing, which needs empowered dynamite crystals. So I need an empowerer with clay, light blue, and clay. Makes it a dynamite crystal. We may have an empowerer over here. Yes, you are an empowerer. Very good. So I need clay. Clay. What was it? Light blue dye? Jesus Christ, all of this just to make radioactive fucking waste. Oh, what was I trying to make? Phantom? Shit, Jesus Christ. Phantom breaker? I don't even know if this is the right thing too, which is kind of hilarious. Which needs this ender casing, which needs this empowered thing, which is clay, light blue, clay. Okay, perfect. Clay, light blue, clay. And power. But I barely know her. That's not working. What? Why isn't that working? Powered dynamite crystals. Oh, and I need a dynamite crystal in the middle. How do I get a dynamite crystal? Okay. Need to go back over to a laser pointer. Where do I have lasers? I had another one. It could be up here. I had one connected to a lever, so it's not just like buzzing 24/7. Oh my god. Fine. Atomic reconstructor. Can you stop shining in the air? Perfect. Now let's get diamonds. This is seriously the worst. Diamonds. It's 3 o'clock already. Nice. Grab those. Bring them over here. And that makes 1. Jesus Christ. Okay. And how many of these do I need? 4. And then a block of quartz blocks, which is fine. Okay, so it was clay, clay, blue dye, clay. And an empty hand to pick it up. Clay, clay, that, blue dye. How can someone figure this shit out themselves? I think Tito was saying this before. Oh, man. Alright. That's 4 of them, which helps us get to our Phantom Breaker, which gets us here, which makes me able to build one of these now, which gets me this coil, which gets me this fucking item, which then gets me this fucking item. So this Phantom Breaker, I'm guessing, breaks an item and then places it back down. That's the idea, at least. So here's my personal device. Let's get me in. Still radioactive as fucking here. Breaker. So Phantom Breaker. I want to Phantom break a radioactive barrel. Redstone mode, deactivation hole, redstone, this isn't connected to anything. Radioactive waste barrel, and then I just need, what, a redstone torch? Hold a redstone torch to toggle. Pulse, deactivation, pulse, deactivation. So what, I need a point? Might need a flux point here. To connect it to power. Then cable. Connect this to Corvy's network. This isn't connected to anything. Breaker. Oh, do I maybe need a axe to put in here then? No. Break radioactive barrel, then replace. How do I deal with this? You process the plutonium, which I think you need the UIE again. Break. Products from the waste are not solid or radioactive. Don't ever break blocks containing them. You can't break the barrel or pipe with something radioactive from mechanisms present in the environment. Well, that's what I want. Pretty sure how SpongeBob SquarePants was created. Toss it in the ocean. Thankfully, there's a command to delete radiation. Trashing the run by automatically breaking and placing a barrel. RF tools dimensions and make a nuclear waste dimension. How do you transport it there? Dump it into the sea, bottom of the ocean. Mechanism generators. Where was that bees video I was watching?
We are going to put this nuclear waste barrel in this dimension. That is a... That's the... And I don't really care about this.
This is what all this is for, so I can make nuclear waste bees, because the nuclear bees need to be in nuclear radiation to be able to create their own nuclear waste, eliminating the need to have a very high demand, incredible system. So if I have a very inefficient, because at the moment I'm trying to really push the reactor in the main world, but instead of creating a huge ass reactor that may blow up the entire universe, I can create a little radioactive zone in this subdimension, which is this tiny blocks. It's a little compact machine. So this is, I'm inside the machine, right now. And I've transported the radioactive stuff into this radioactive barrel. Well, okay, so that is going cross-dimensional. That's great. Now what I need to do is be able to fill up this barrel tinily and then empty it, like delete it, and place it. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm creating a block deleter and placer, which is the next step. Which is a bit scary. Okay. And then once that's done, I'll be able to create enough radioactive waste where I'll create another P2P channel, and I'll P2P the waste back and then pump it out. So at the moment I'm P2Ping it in, and then once, wait, no, I don't need to do that. I can just put it back into, this system. It'll go into this system. Wait, it doesn't need to go into this system anymore. No, it doesn't. At all. I can get rid of this system. This system doesn't need to exist. I can link it to this system, and it should still work. Perfect. Now, the reason why I need to do that is because I need to keep the radioactive bees there, and then I'll need to pump the bees juice back. So that's for that later. Hopefully that still works. Let's just turn that on. And if this is not waste empty, that means it's working. Let's scram, turn that off. Let's go back to this bees video.
Suit stuff, quick.
Because I don't know if he says it, but he should be telling us how he's automatically breaking the barrel, because that's what I need to see.
Because water source. Maybe we start using these.
I must be an amazing background noise for you guys just doing stuff.
I will.
Okay, so this is his dimension. It's a little bit different to mine. It's a bit bigger, but we've had to go to a different mod.
Every time I left this area. Also, because that's what these barrels do. Over time, they get rid of nuclear waste.
Yeah.
This, and it will put some radiation.
Yeah.
Counter. This we have got back up again is 6 hours. Honey tree in here because we don't and done. Nuclear waste seems to be doing okay. Yep, this is working far too quickly, right? But Lisa, I had to put a security module in it. This now.
Modular router, breaker and placer. So let's go here. Let's look for this thing called a mod. Modular router. Item router, fluid router, modular router, needing a blank module. And then we have our modular router. Now we have a modular router. Buffer. Upgrades. Eco mode.
Placer. I had to put a
security. So a breaker and placer. Breaker. Placer. Breaker, placer. Direction, none. Blacklist, empty. Efficiency. Well, how do I hold I for more information? Press C, middle click to configure. So you are only breaking these. In front of it could be good. So this router will have some stuff in it, and it should only break what's in front of it. Buffer. So it's on now. Disabled. So I need to press C. So it's only breaking this. Blacklist. Match any to filter. If I take that out, it will break that and then not place it down. That's fine. I for more info. C to configure. In front. Perfect. Look at that go. C to configure. Is there a timer I can put on this? All right, let's see if that can actually work now. Let's get out. And let's turn this on. Waste tanked, empty, empty, empty. All right, let's go in. Perfect. Let's get a GIGA counter. One hour, 5 minutes. 1 hour, 6 minutes. Okay, that's just continuously going up. Let's get out of there. Okay. So that's working. That's brilliant. This does not need to be going at any sort of maximum speed. I can probably put that at 1 now and be happy. Now it's time to get the bees. All right, so let's look at radioactive bees. Bees. Radioactive bees. I need creeper bees. Bees. These ones. TNT and a bee. Oh, that's very easy. Explodes when endangered might be... You should, ooh, okay, so let's get TNT. I only need one. TNT and a cage. And we have our bees over here. So I only need one of these Cree bees. So TNT, pick that bad boy up. So now we have a creeper bee, and then we need iron bees as well, I think. Iron. Iron. Alright, iron bee and a Cree bee. Cree bee, iron bee. And there's our radioactive bees. Perfect. I can dodge and put all of this in. I don't need any of these at the moment. I will need those cages. Alright, I'm going to need a lot of these. Alright, so these are making radioactive bees, which is lovely. But now, from here, I'll need wasted radioactive bees. The reason why I'm getting so many is because they will need to die. There's adult radioactive bees. More adult radioactive bees. More adult radioactive bees. More adult radioactive bees. Even more radioactive bees, which are all adults. Now we go into our dimension. And we let these bees die. Some transform, some die. Never mind, they all die. I need to feed them. Right, you can probably be paused. Just so I don't lose my fucking mind. Radioactive bee. Yeah, it's very radioactive in here, man. I know. I know, buddy. Just take the damage, you're fine. How much damage do they need to take? Because I'll need to do this quite a lot. Jesus Christ. This poor guy's going through fucking hell. Dude, he's being tortured. When does he turn into a wasted bee? The poor guy. I'm not sure if this is even how it works. This poor bastard. He's taken plenty of radiation damage. I might have to consult the YouTube video again. I remember the guy on the YouTube video saying, and then my patience was paid off. I guess I'm turning him into a reactor, so... be. I have been through almost a full stack of these. The sunken cost fallacy is really starting to kick in. Alright, just die. Alright, my other thought is the bees just need to die and they have a 50-50 chance to swap. That didn't work either. Alright, these bees do not like the radioaction. So what's wasted? Radioactive bees. Radioactive bees dying to radiation has a chance to them to be turned into wasted radioactive bees. So it just takes time. Oh. Or I feed them a polonium pellet and they just turn straight in. I think that'll be a better way to do it. That's definitely a better way to fucking do it than whatever I'm doing. Alright, so let's turn that on. So it's re-breaking that bucket. This place must be hella radioactive. Yeah, it's 1 hour at the moment. 13 days. 1 hour, 13 minutes. Is this going up? Yes. It's like slowly going up, which is good. But we won't need that anymore. Not in a second. Because I'm about to turn this off and create some more plutonium so I can make some bees. I don't know. I like the sounds they make. When they die, you fucking sadist. Oh, I just realized that's awkward because I need to break this now. Oh, we know how it works. Pressurized tube. I'm gonna need 15. Tube. A pressurized tube. Oh shit, I'm not in the system. Pressurized tube, basic. Now I can activate that. I'm probably gonna need to turn that back up to 2 so it's a little bit faster. And then I'll go over here. That's filling up with nuclear waste, but it only works during the day. So I need to go to sleep. And then I need to wait for that to make 15, which I'll do when I watch the footy. So I'll be back in like probably, how long have I been live for? 3 hours already. Damn. All right, so I'll let that go for an hour and a half and it should make plenty. And then I will be back to make radioactive bees and then we'll end up finishing it, hopefully making enough nuclear waste, pump the nuclear waste back, and then we'll start it again. So the nuclear waste that comes out will then be going into a blah 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 something, which will then, because I need to turn the nuclear waste combs into something. So I'll probably create a P2P tunnel here to take it back out, and then I'll just create like a recombinator or whatever, and then just put that like here, just underneath it. So then I can still pressurize tube it out like I was doing before, but it will come in to the P2P, out from the P2P, get recombinated here, like all the B shit, and then get put like straight there and back down. So that's what we'll do. Anyway, I'm gonna head off now. Thanks for watching the Minecraft day stream. We'll be back with a Minecraft and League of Legends stream tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm gonna have a shower, watch the footy with the girl, and then be back after dinner. So I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. Quite a while. I don't know. Go over to the Discord. I'll let you know there. Alrighty. Much love, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks, supporter. Thanks, Tito. Thanks to everyone else who's just lurking. I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me